Hey guys, welcome back to the Functional Nutrition series. This is part 2, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about personalizing your nutrition and how to figure out what is the best way to eat for you. I know I've gone over this question many times in my life, and it's a topic that I think is very overwhelming, can be frustrating, and also with so much information out there on diets and weight loss and how to eat and the whole basically meat eaters versus vegans, all of that can be really conflicting information and really overwhelming. So I'm just going to kind of go over my stance that I've come up with over the years. I've been studying nutrition for, almost 20 years. When I was 20, I went to integrative nutrition in New York, which was, how many years? That was almost 20 years ago. So I am 38. And so I've been studying a lot about nutrition, how the body works. I've been a massage therapist and I specialize in craniosacral therapy for the last 13 years. I went to Functional Nutrition Alliance back in 2018. And then now I'm in school at East West College of Natural Medicine, studying to become an acupuncture physician and studying all things traditional Chinese medicine. So I really love to learn about the body, how the body works, finding root causes for bringing the body into balance, and like why our systems get out of balance and why disease presents itself in the body. So I have a pretty wide range of knowledge, I would say, on the body, and I just really love to learn, and I love to help my clients give them the tools they need to figure out how to heal their bodies holistically, so addressing the whole body, not just certain parts of the body. So without further ado, let's get into it. My stance on nutrition and how to eat, I don't have a one-size-fits-all diet. So when I work with clients, I don't immediately think this is how they're going to eat. I eat this way, so they need to eat that way. If you ever meet someone or a nutritionist that thinks that way, I would probably find someone else, because you really want someone that's going to look at your health history, your background, where you are at now, what's your current environment, your stressors, what your health goals are, and base your current dietary needs based on all of those factors. And it's not just about, to me, losing weight, which I was always focused on so much in the past. It's more about nourishing the body, because it's so easy to go on these diets, these very restrictive diets that leave certain nutrients out, and then later in life you find out that you are nutrient deficient. And once you're nutrient deficient, it can be difficult to build those nutrients back up. So I do not believe in a one-size-fits-all way of eating. I really like to take a look at the client and where they're at, because what works for one person could be detrimental to another person. Also, the other things to consider would be climate and your environment. So where are you living? Are you living somewhere that's mostly cold? Do you have seasons? Are you living somewhere that's mostly warm? You want to follow the seasons and eat with the seasons. So you don't want to eat cold food when it's cold outside. That's going to throw your body's imbalance off. And not just cold food, cold temperature, but cold in nature. So for example, obviously, I think ice cream would be an obvious one. You wouldn't want to eat ice cream in the dead of winter. It's just not something you naturally crave. It's not like a nourishing food, and it's going to bring internal cold into your body and cause a lot of imbalances within your internal organs. And it's also going to be very difficult for your body to digest food after eating all that cold when it's already very cold outside. But also take something like an apple. An apple is a food that is also cold in nature. So in the winter, you wouldn't want to eat a lot of apples or smoothies and things like that because it's, according to traditional Chinese medicine, is just not going to be beneficial to your body, and it's going to bring interior cold into your body, which negatively affects your organs. I'm not going to get fully into that, but that's just the basics of that. So like when it's cold out, you want something warm, like maybe a broth or a stew that's been cooking in a crock pot all day, something that's warming to the body and very nourishing to the body during that season. And then naturally, when it's more hot out, we crave things that are more cooling to the body to help regulate and bring balance to the body. Another thing that you want to address is any underlying health issues. So when I go through a health intake, it's a very thorough health intake, and we want to look at what is the client currently going through, what brings them to me, what health issues and diseases do they have. Also looking at, now that I'm studying Chinese medicine, what's their underlying pattern? You know, we all have different patterns within our body. You either have like a hot pattern, a cold pattern, looking at things like spleen deficiency, liver qi stagnation. You need to take all of those things into mind in putting together a nourishing diet plan, or just a lifestyle for someone. Also, another huge thing you'll know that I'll talk a lot about is your digestion. Do you have any digestive issues? I think in order for your body to be able to heal itself from a functional nutrition standpoint, you're going to need to heal your digestive system. If your digestive system is not working at its best or its peak, then you're not going to be able to heal any other part of your body. Your digestion is 70% of your immune system, so it's really important to get that healed and working optimally so that your body can focus on healing other areas of your body, because digestion is a huge event. We eat multiple times a day, and it takes a lot of energy for your body to break down that food and to utilize it for energy. So digestion is a huge thing to consider. So if you're someone that has things like Crohn's or IBS, or just, irritable bowel syndrome, which I had, and you have chronic diarrhea, alternating constipation, you're really going to want to eat foods that are easier on the body. And that could be so dramatically different from one person to another. But I do know that eating like a raw foods diet where you're not cooking your vegetables, or you're soaking your nuts and seeds, if you're eating a lot of these things, it's very, very taxing on your digestive system. And on top of that, if you are a cold pattern, it's going to be even more difficult for your body to break down and use those nutrients, and you're just going to feel really sluggish, and you're not going to feel at your optimum. You're just going to feel like crap. So your body will tell you through different ways of eating. So I think it's important that we don't listen to, mainstream advice or people saying that, vegan diets are the best or this is the best. You really need to tune in and listen to what your body is telling you. Other things to consider when you're trying to figure out how to eat is like, what are your health goals? Are you just wanting to eat healthier, gain muscle? Are you wanting to lose weight? Another big one is, are you wanting to balance your blood sugars? Do you want a better insulin response? If your blood sugar levels are out of whack, it's going to take a lot more effort in cueing into your body and eating the right types of foods to basically change your insulin response. And so you're going to want to avoid strict dieting. You're going to want to eat heavier, more dense foods than just eating a salad, because that is not going to sustain you, if that makes sense. Okay, another thing that I would suggest is talking about, while we're on the subject of digestion, is going through starting with a general colon cleanse. Cleanses are super important on the body. Like I said, digestion is one of the things that takes up most of our energy every single day. And so if you are anything like me and you were a child of the 80s and 90s and you grew up eating processed cereal, Pop-Tarts, just sugar-laden foods, crap basically, then you're going to have gut issues, and you're probably going to have matter that's just stuck in your intestines. And so you're going to want to clean all of that out and get a fresh start. And this isn't just a one and done thing. This is kind of like a lifestyle thing. So you're going to want to, do this regularly, and maybe even do things, daily or weekly that help your body to naturally cleanse itself and heal itself. I also have a link for my colon cleansing class. I'll post that down below. It's just a very basic cleanse that is just an easy way to get you started in the right direction. So you could watch that as well. Also in the process of creating a gut health course, and it's all about getting to the root of your digestive issues. It's something that is very near to me because I went through digestive issues in my life, and it's been a journey, and I've done a lot of healing of my digestive system. So I really like to talk about it and help my clients to heal their digestive system well, because it's not fun to hang out with your friends and go out to eat when you're stressing about how's this food going to affect my digestive system. Am I going to have to leave? Are people going to look at me weird because, I can't eat this or that? And I'm so restricted. So it's a very frustrating thing to just not be able to know how your body's going to respond to food, or, running to the bathroom. So this course is all about helping people really to get to the root of what their gut issue is and how to go about healing that. So I give you the tools that you need to be able to heal your body, and then, you're good. Like, you don't need to keep taking courses because you've got the information that you need. Okay, and then, like I said, lastly, it's just really important to listen to your body. I really suggest taking down a food, mood, poop journal just to assess for like 5 days. I ate this for breakfast, and just kind of noticing your energy level. Did you have a bowel movement? How did you feel? Was your mood affected at all? And just taking down, meals, so breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then snacks. And also just being mindful that when you're eating, you're not driving, or you're not watching TV. You're focused on your food. You're relaxed. Your nervous system is relaxed. You're not stressed. And that will help you get the most optimal nutrient absorption and feel your best. So those are basically my tips in a nutshell on how to personalize your nutrition. So don't be afraid to experiment with it and see how you feel. Maybe in the summer you lean more towards juicing and you eat you know, some fish and some leaner meats in the summer when it's really hot. Or maybe in the winter, you're eating more bone broths and nourishing food. Just really keeping an eye on how food affects your body, and trying to eat mostly home cooked meals, because the food that is available to us here in the US at restaurants is heavily overly processed, and it's full of seed oils, and it's very, very difficult on our digestive system, causing a lot of inflammation in our bodies. So I think that cooking at home and prepping meals is probably the best thing you can do. And then just finding those areas locally that you trust, that you can eat, that doesn't cause issues for you. So that's basically what I had to share today. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. You make a comment below, or if you would like to work with me, you can email me at info@stephanielchan.com. I would love to do a health intake with you, and then get started on your health goals so you can start feeling your best. So anyways, I will leave you with that, and I will see you guys next time.